Hey, Dragging My Bum here with a reassembly of the JG G36K. First thing you're going to want to do is to put your hop-up bucking back on your barrel. There is a little notch right in here. I don't know if you can see that. But there's a notch in the hop-up bucking so that it'll match. Slide that in. Test it, make sure that it's working properly. Take your hop-up unit and make sure that you put this on right. Basically, I suggest using the center line from the mold when they molded this in together as a reference point. So gently slide this thing on. When it's all the way on, make sure that the hop bucking didn't fold in on itself, and it didn't. Next, you take this little silver ring right here, slide it on, press it down into the hop-up unit. Next, you take your spacer, put that in, make sure it goes in properly. There, that was not it. There, it's in properly. Take this little piece, like I said before, I don't know what this thing's called. There's a little lip on the side. Make sure that points towards the front of the barrel right here. And that this little curved piece sits on top of the hop-up spacer. You set that on. Take your adjustment wheel, slide that on. Make sure everything's in place. Feed it through its little notches. Turn it all the way off. Take this little clip, and you can see which way this thing goes. There's two little notches in the barrel and little notches on this thing. Then it should just, when you match them up, it should just click in. Then that's all together. Take this spring, right here, put it in the barrel. Grab your barrel and fuse assembly. Feed it in. Now there's two little notches in here, so you should be able to see them pretty well. When you put it in, turn it clockwise, and then it should just rest just like this. And then that's put back together. Oh yeah, don't forget to put these little screws back in. I've done that too many times. Small screwdriver. There. Now this is all the way put back together. Grab this piece. This would be the left side of the body. Center that. Grab your gearbox. Put it in and put it into the body end first. It should fit in pretty well. And slide this in. There's a couple little notches, so it should go in pretty well. And again, you gotta lift up on some metal so it doesn't wreck some wires. Push it in. Should make that click. Double check, make sure that the air nozzle is in the hop-up unit. Then connect these two connectors again. Pick up the barrel, and then slide it underneath. Just like that. Now you take the right side of the body, put it in, should make a fairly good clicking sound from the little body pins. And you might end up having to smack it and put some force into it to make it to shut. Luckily this time I didn't have to. Now there are 4 different screws that go into some areas. There are 2 of them. There's 3 different sizes. You got 2 which are the same length. One which is a little short, the shortest, and it's got different threads on it. And this other one which is the middle sized one. The shortest one goes in right here. Put that in. The second smallest one goes in up here. Right here, just like goofy little square. Put that in. And then both of the longest of the 4 go in here. Supposed to sock it out. I forgot to mention the tools that you need. You need a medium-sized Phillips, small-sized Phillips, and a 3mm Allen key. And then start screwing these in. Make sure they're nice and snug. There. Now you take your 3 Allen keys, or Allen screws. There are 3 different ones. You got this really long one that goes in right here in the back. Put that in, and then you have one that's got a flat top and one that's got more of a cylinder top. The one with the flat top goes on the left side, or sorry, right side. Screw that in with your 3mm Allen key. Same with the one in the back. Let's see if it goes all the way. Okay, now it's closed. Flip it over. Put the one with the more cylinder type head on the left side. Take your stock, put it in, and then fold it, put it to the straight position. This is where you would insert your body pin, but like I said, I lost mine, so I had to get a bolt. Now you will put your rail back on, your top rail, sorry. And make sure all these things are shut. And then you put it in, put it on, slide it forward. Slide it forward to where it's flush with this piece up in the front, which is being annoying right now. There. Now you take these little, I guess you can call them nuts, put them on the right side of the top rail. Take your screw and another type of washer thing, put this through on the left side of the gun. Grab whatever Phillips will work for you. Make sure these little things go in where they're supposed to. And do that 2 more times. they're not fitting, just move the rail around a little bit. Now you get your mag well, put it into where the little feeding nozzle is facing up into your gun. Push it till you hear that click. Take your mag well pin, slide it in. If you have some issues, just push it a little harder. If it won't go in, then take the mag well off and reinsert it. Now you take your handguard. Make sure this is in its little designated area. Push this on. Should slide in just like that. Put your handguard pin. This is not a normal handguard pin. Put that in. Making sure all this stuff is out of the way. My threads broke on this, so I had to put Teflon tape on it. And then screw your flash hider in. Like I said before, these are 14mm counterclockwise screws, threads. So the average, every other thing should fit on. Oops. And that's the reassembly. So thanks for watching. Sorry about that. And hope this helped.